Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Listen, I know I've been gone for a minute. Well, I don't think I've been gone that long. I just haven't been on here checking on you guys or whatnot or whatever. So, hey lovelies, I'm glad to see you guys here. I got a couple of new subscribers. Thank you guys for tuning in to my channel. I really appreciate you guys. I love the interaction with all of you guys. So today is the day before Memorial Day, and let me tell y'all, the other day, maybe just a couple of days ago, maybe 3 or 4 days ago, I had bought some ribs, some baby back ribs. I oven cooked them, and I also did some in my Insta Pot or pressure cooker or whatever you guys want to call it. Anyway, listen, let me tell y'all, they came out so good, but I forgot to do a video on it. So here I am now. I got my pork spare ribs. These ain't no spare ribs, baby back ribs. I'll show y'all in a minute. I got to get it out of this bag here because, you know, got them from Costco. So it's 10 million of them in here. But I got the boys, so we gonna cook mostly all of these. Hold on. There they are right there. Pork loin back ribs, baby backs. Got them from Costco. About 8 pounds of them in there. Anyway, I'm gonna get these all cleaned up and I'm gonna come back in. Well, let me show y'all what the ingredients I'm gonna use, because a lot of people was asking me, what the hell did you put on those doggone ribs? So I'm gonna use the garlic powder, the onion powder. I'm gonna use some smoked paprika. I'm gonna use a little salt. And the star is this hot honey rub. Get y'all some of that if you don't know nothing about it. Get you some of this. It is delicious. I'm gonna go ahead and prepare these. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the ribs, get them all ready to go, and I'm gonna come back in with y'all. Hold on for a second for this ride. All right, guys, so I hope you could hear me in the other video because I didn't even have my Bluetooth in my damn ear. But we have here the ribs. Let me move this out the way. The ribs that I've already cleaned up and everything in my sink here. So it's 2 slabs. I'm gonna put them in the oven for on 275 for about 2 hours, maybe 2.5, because I have 2 slabs, but we'll see. But anyway, the first thing we're gonna do is marinate the motherfucker, because you need something on it. Okay, I'm gonna use some Worcester sauce, or whatever you like to call it. Not that much. You don't need that much of it, just a little bit of it. Okay, don't y'all be talking about where your gloves at and all that type of shit. Okay, this is the way I cook. If you've been looking at my channel, you know this is the way that I cook. So I'm gonna flip these bad boys over, add some to the back of it. Just kind of get that in there. Oh shit, hold on 1 second, because I don't like to make a mess. Well, a lot of people don't like making a mess, but I waste up a whole motherfucking thing of foil to so I don't have to clean up nothing. Anyhow, that's some Worcester sauce that I use to kind of bind and bring everything together. All right, y'all got that? Next thing I'm gonna do is rinse my hands off. So I need to start with my dry ingredients. So let me get that. Day before Memorial Day. I'm in LA. I don't know where you guys are at, but let me know what the weather is looking like out there, because it's not even June and we got June gloom out here in LA. It literally, the sun don't come out until about 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's absolutely insane. All right, guys, so I told y'all the seasoning I'm going to use in the beginning. So it's lightly salted. Don't y'all over salt this, okay? Lightly salted, okay? Flip that bad boy over, or however you want to do it. Some people like to season the front of it, and then they flip it over and do the back. I like to do, you know, the front, the back, and then start all over again. Okay, that makes me, I know that I done put the seasoning on every damn thing. Let me get me a paper towel. Well, I done put all the seasoning, because sometimes you can skip a seasoning if you're doing like one side and then you flip it over. So I like to do both sides, and then that way I know, and I put the seasoning to the side to say I done already used you. Okay, so now it doesn't matter the order of the seasoning. however you want to do it. This is some garlic powder. I'm gonna put a little bit of that on there. I'm gonna put a little garlic powder on there. All right. Oh yeah, I'm gonna just, okay, then we're gonna flip it over. Flip it over. I do have a paper towel here because sometimes your hands can get a little meaty and I don't want that. So I'm gonna sprinkle a little, this is garlic powder. It has a little parsley in there. And I love it. All right, let me get my paper towel. I gotta clear some videos out. They claim I only got 16 minutes of video. I don't know how that keeps happening, you guys. I keep deleting videos. I got this brand new phone. It has all this storage, but yet it ain't got no storage. Like, what the heck? So this is some onion powder that I'm gonna sprinkle on there. Sprinkle on the onion powder. Onion powder. Since I'm sick and tired of flipping right now. Well, not necessarily. Let's flip it over. Get that onion powder on the back of that rib. Back of that rib. Back of that rib. Boston came in here, which is my 12-year-old autistic son, came in here when he saw these ribs and asked me if I ever had a Mac rib. Yeah, baby, I've had a Mac rib, but okay. And then he told me that he had a Mac rib at school for lunch. When they start getting Mac ribs at school for lunch? Anyway, this is the rub that I'm going to use. It's a hot honey rub. This rub is fantastic. It's great on everything. I love it on chicken, and I just recently found out, damn it, I love it on these ribs, okay? So we're going to sprinkle that on there. Sprinkle it on here. I don't know if y'all know, but you know, your ribs need to be seasoned. Don't be holding back on the seasoning with the ribs, okay? Don't be acting silly. This is some smoked paprika. This is what's going to simulate what them bad boys taste when they come out the grill, but not really, okay? Because ain't nothing, and I repeat, ain't nothing better than some ribs that came off that damn grill, okay? Anyway, did y'all notice I didn't flip this meat? See, I forgot that I was even flipping the damn meat. Anyway, paprika. Smoked paprika. Smoked. Not just regular paprika. Make sure you get the smoked one, okay? We're going to flip that over. Flip it over. Gonna get my rub. Gonna sprinkle that on there. Get it in there. Get in there. Yeah, yeah, get in there. Exactly like that, okay? Take that smoked paprika. Get that on there. I'm telling y'all, I don't have no grill. I ain't never, can y'all believe I ain't never grilled in my damn life? I'm almost 50 years old. I'll be 50 in August. I've never grilled in my life. Now, I've eaten shit off the grill, but I ain't grilled my damn self. And, anyway. I said I need to get me a grill. They got these indoor grills now that, you can use. So, excuse me. I didn't open up the parsley, the smoked paprika, the bigger side of it. I don't like to do that. Anyway, now we're going to get in there. This is when you get in there. You get in there and you rub them. You let them know, I love you so much that when you come out of there, I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat you up, okay? You love them so much. Get it just like that. Y'all see that? Just like that. Now, y'all see any spots that you need to cover? You take your seasoning and you cover it. But anyway, that's what your ribs should look like when you get a nice rub on it and you get the nice seasoning on it, okay? I got my tray over here. I'm going to get it and put the ribs on this tray right here. And then I am going to cook it, like I said, 275 for 2 hours, okay? Tray ain't big enough, but what we're going to do, see how we move that out the way? How we eliminate the cleanup. So, first thing what y'all want to do is you want to make sure you get a big enough tray, okay? The ribs are going to stay how you put them, so you can kind of, you know, fitted to the tray, but I think this one is even longer. You know, these hospital ribs, they come out. What cow did they get this shit off of? Anyway, look at that. I don't really want them. How the hell? Bitch, you don't get your ass up there somewhere. Get on over there. Okay. Let's punch him up like that. Let's punch him up like that. Make sure that. And there it is, you guys. Look at this. Look at that booty right there. That's what I'm saying. Well, that's just a bone, but I still want that end seasoned up over there. Let me rinse my hands off real quick. Because now I want to move this over to the oven and get that sucker in there. We're going to cook it for two hours or so, 275. We're going to check in on it. I did one slab and it cooked for 2 hours. Probably needed to cook it for like an hour and 45 minutes or so. But in either case, this one, I'm going to leave in there for about 2 hours. Let me give y'all a bird's eye view of that. So that's what the rub looks like right there. Y'all stay tuned. Oh, the other rib I got sitting over there, I'm going to do a video of that in my crock pot. Not my crock pot. What the hell? In my Insta Pot. So, right now, I'm going to put this in the oven, and I'll see y'all soon. I had to come back in here, guys, because I don't know if I said put it in the oven uncovered. I'm going to uncover it 275 for 2 hours or so. I'll be back. All right, guys, I'm back. Remember I said I was going to do a video. This video is the baby back ribs cooked in the Insta Pot. We're going to put it in the Insta Pot for 45 minutes. And baby, let me tell you, they came out scrumptious. I did this a couple of days ago. Well, like a week ago or so. Anyway, I did it, okay? And I said, I got to share this with my damn YouTube folks. So if you saw the other video, then you saw how I seasoned up the ribs that went into the oven. Anyway, this may not be another video. I think I'm going to combine the videos. So it'll be Insta Pot and oven cooked ribs in one video. All right, so I'm just recording them on different tapes. Why did y'all have to know that? I don't know, but I love y'all, so I tell y'all everything. Seasoned the same way. We're going to do it with the salt, garlic powder, onion powder. The other one, remember, I flipped it each time. This one, I'm just going to do the onion powder. This is garlic powder. I don't know if I said it the reverse, because I always do. Anyway, this is the garlic powder I used. Before that was the onion powder. Then we're going to use the rub. This is that hot honey rub. Y'all know where I got this at, Walmart. Okay, so, and then we're going to do the smoked paprika. I think I'm going to open this because you know how you just get so sick and tired of the shit coming out so damn slow that you open up the other end. So I think I'm gonna do it that way, and that way when I rub it, it'll be okay. Let's do it like that, and then we're gonna season the back end of it with the same damn thing we did with the front end of it. Okay, with a little salt, a little onion powder. It doesn't really matter what order you put it in, but what I will suggest is that you put the rub on top. Okay, so all of the other seasonings, you know, it doesn't matter which order you put that in. Just make sure you put the rub on top, and then that you put the smoked paprika on top of the rub. That way you can get the rub flavor and also the smokiness of it. And then, you know, the other seasoning is just an added bonus to where people like, God damn, what the heck did she put on those ribs? What did they put on those ribs? So then we're gonna get that in there. You can tell by the color of your ribs. If you wanted a darker color, make it darker. Shit. Add you some more seasoning, you know, do whatever you want to do with it. So this is what I'm gonna have with this. It looks dead like the other one. Just kind of rubbing that in there. making sure, you know, it's pretty good. All right. I'm gonna rinse my hands off. 1 second. All right, guys, I'm back. Anyway, I know I said that I was gonna cook them in the Insta Pot, which I did. I cooked some in the Insta Pot a couple of days ago. I had cut them up, lined them around the ceramic part of the Insta Pot, and cooked them for 45 minutes. They came out very good. But this time, today, I'm going to do the oven cooked ones and the crock pot cooked ones. So I have my crock pot on high. I'm going to leave them in there for probably about 2.5 hours, and then we'll come back. So you guys remember the ribs? There they are right there, all nice and seasoning. So we're going to put them in the lining. You put the meat up against the back part, just like that, and you just put them in there just like that. No water, no anything, because you know all that fat is going to run off into there. So you just cook that in there for 2.5 hours, and we will be back for the next step. I'll see you guys soon. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, The Coolest Chick. Listen, I'm doing some curly mustard greens today. I'm going to smoke them. Well, I'm going to add some smoked turkey necks. I'm going to put that in my little concoction thing right here, right now. Now, yeah, guys, I'm going to start by, I'm going to first cook my turkey wings, turkey necks first. I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to season that up pretty well because I actually don't have any chicken broth. Who doesn't have any damn chicken broth? Me, that's who. I don't have any goddamn chicken broth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to season this up and add, you know, my pour this over into another container with my greens. So it's kind of like I'm making some chicken broth, but not really. But I'm gonna add in a couple of seasonings here to try to mimic that illusion of me having some chicken broth. I was at Costco. Why didn't I get any chicken broth? I have absolutely not a clue. But I'm gonna use a couple of seasonings in here. This is just some all-purpose seasoning that's going in there. This is going to be some hot mustard greens because I'm going to add in a habanero pepper that I've been, you know, keeping in my damn refrigerator for some reason. I did put it in some red beans that I made the other day. And I'm going to put that, let me turn this down. And I'm going to put one of these greens over here. So I'm going to let that cook up for probably an hour or so. I'm going to finish cutting up my greens, and then I'm going to come back in when we get ready to put everything together. All right. So yeah, guys, I actually like to cut the stems off of my greens. I cannot stand the stems on my greens, even though, you know, it gives you whatever it's supposed to give you. I don't want them in my damn greens. And I'm not quite sure why I got 6 bunches of greens, but I have 6 bunches. And I'm just gonna clean them all up and then maybe freeze some because I think this is way too much for the pot that I'm going to use to put them in. But anyway, yeah, I don't like the stems on the greens, so I just cleaned my sink out really well, and then I put the greens over in here so that I can clean these once I get them off the stems. As you guys can tell, these are curly mustards. Don't really care for curly mustards, but that's all the fresh greens they had in the damn store. So that's what I got, the curly mustards. My dad actually grows collard greens in his garden, but you know, I am not a fan of collard greens. Yes, I am black, and I'm not a fan of collard greens, okay? I'm just not a fan of them. I prefer turnip greens are my favorites. And next are the mustard greens. So yeah, here we are. Oh, I almost caught my head. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna clean these greens up I'm going to cut them up, and then I'm going to re-clean them because this water, I wonder if you guys see these waters. These greens are filthy. Okay, they are absolutely filthy. This is crazy. Anyway, guys, I'm going to clean up these greens, and then I'm going to cut them up, and we'll be back. All right, guys, so this is how I cut up the greens I got. First I squeeze them up, and then I just simply cut them, because don't nobody want to be eating no big ass piece of green in their mouth. So I cut it just as such, and then scoop them up and put them in this little container right here that I have. So yeah, I'm gonna do that until this container is filled up, and then I'm gonna put them over in the concoction, and we'll be back. All right, guys, we got the greens all, what do you call it? We got it out. Ooh, look at them falling out of the damn thing. It's so many greens in here. That's too funny. But anyway, we got them. You see them piled up there? Y'all see those? Big old nice thing of healthy ass mustard greens that we finna make black fatty with all the extra shit that we put in there. So I've already cut up the onions. This is a habanero pepper that I'm cutting up. I hope you guys can see it because I can't. So it's just a pepper that I'm cutting up. It's a hot ass pepper. Okay, it's hot, so you don't even really need a whole one, but I'm gonna put it in there because I want some spicy greens. So I've already did my onions already, so I'm gonna add just a couple of bell peppers in here, a yellow one and a orange one. I'm gonna add a red one in here, and I'm gonna add some parsley in there as well. Just a couple of pieces of parsley in there as well, not too many. Cut all that up. I already have my this is my little bag that I keep all my little veggies, okay, all my little veggies in the refrigerator. So I have my parsley in there. I'm going to take my bell peppers. I'm going to just slice them up. I didn't feel like pulling out my damn chopper. I just didn't feel like it. I'm sitting here watching a movie on, that provider that everybody has, and it's pretty good. It's one of the latest movies that was added to the Netflix file with, that lady. Yeah, I don't want to be saying too much on YouTube because they trip out with the things that you be saying on here. So anyway, I was enjoying a good movie on YouTube, not on YouTube, on Netflix. And I shouldn't even say the damn name of the freaking thing that I was watching. But anywho, what is done is all done. So this is what we have here. Just some onions, bell pepper, the habanero pepper, and some parsley. And now we're going to move over to the, remember I told y'all I had fixed up some, let me move my camera over here. There's my little pooch. He's always in the, look at him, look at my poo-poo. He's always in the kitchen with me. Hi, poo-poo. Yeah. His name is Blaze. Anywho, remember I told y'all that I had those are the smoked turkey wings in there. But look, this pot, that's too little. So I'm going to have to pour this into my, ooh, dang it, I almost knocked this over, into my Old Faithful pot right here. This pot is okay. It kind of cooks fast. When you got those pots that cook fast, you got to watch out. I'm just going to do the old switcheroo here, where first I'm going to put this one on the goddamn burner so that I won't tilt it over. And I'm just going to take this concoction and pour that right on over in there with them turkey wings that was in there. Get the fire up on that. You guys can see that over in there. Probably can't see shit, just saw me pouring it over in there. This pot is a little This pot is a little thick. And look at it. It's already boiling. I just turned the damn pot on. It has to be turned down really, really low. You have to cook this pot on low. This is one of those Pioneer pots. Pioneer woman pots. She needs to stop making this shit so damn, it just cooks too fast. That one does. Excuse me. Anywho, I just added that concoction, the bell peppers and the onions and everything. I just added that in there. So now I'm going to get my greens and bring that over there so we can add them in here. Okay. I got the ribs cooking. They look good. They ain't even been in there for that long. The what is this? The crock pot, and then I have some in the oven. So anyway, let's put the greens in here. Whatever falls on the damn floor just falls on the floor. So you just put them in there as such. It's gonna be quite a bit of these damn things in here, but they cook down. Y'all know greens cook down. So put this in here. That in there. I don't really like. Look, I don't really want to get the bottom because I don't want that in there. So that's all we're going to use right there. Those. I like to clean up as I go. I hate to have to clean up everything when I'm done. So please don't start it. Clean up as I go. That way you don't have to clean up after you finish, okay? Anyway, got that in there. We're gonna let that cook down for a little while to see if we need to add some more juice or anything in that. So let me just get my top. Ooh. Put the top on there, and we're gonna close out this session. We'll be back. All right, guys, I had to change my pot because that pot, you know, once the greens cook down, they, let me turn this down. Once the greens cook down, you know, I could put it in another pot. Anyway, I'm gonna start seasoning it up. I bet y'all thought I wasn't gonna season this shit, huh? Bop, tricked you. Anyway, I'll add a little salt. We're going to add a little garlic powder. Oops. We're going to add some, do you guys know what this is? It is Sylvia's Great for Greens seasoning. Y'all need to check that out. I ain't gonna tell y'all, but once, go check that out. This really does wonders on your collard greens because the collard have a little bit more of that bitter taste, but I put this in everything. Okay, remember I want this to be kind of spicy, so I already had that pepper in there. We don't want it to be where you can't eat the motherfucker. Anyway, I have a little bit of nature seasoning, and that'll be it for the greens. Season to taste, you know. Once you cook it up, some people like to add onion powders. I found that I don't like onion powder in my greens. Okay, I like the smokiness, the smoke. So, oh shit. Anyway, we're gonna let that cook there. I didn't have to add any more water or anything to that. We're just gonna let that cook for a good hour or so, and I'll be back. All right, y'all, we got those oven baked ribs out of the oven. They were in there for 2 hours at 275. Now on to the next step, where I'm gonna have to lay out some foil, put my ribs on there with some mixture of brown sugar and butter, wrap it back up and put it back in the oven, boosting your oven up to 350. Up your oven to 350 when you take these ribs out of the oven, okay? Put it at 350 and we're gonna wrap them up. I'm gonna take this rib out of the crock pot once I get finished with the brown sugar concoction for the oven ribs. All right, y'all, we back. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add brown sugar, where you lay out some foil here, and then you add brown sugar down at the bottom of the foil. like such. However much you want to add in here. Oh shit, that's gonna be too much. I can tell you that much. Okay, so we're gonna take some of it. And, well, it may not be. This may be just enough right there. Just enough as such right there. Okay. Some of you guys are gonna lose your mind on the next part, but we're gonna add in some butter in here. Okay. And I told y'all we turned our oven up to 350, get it up to temperature to 350. And we're gonna take the butter. Let me get my thing because I do not want to puncture the foil. That's what you don't want to do. You don't want to puncture the foil. So you're just gonna cut it so that you can lay it in with the brown sugar. Y'all get the idea here. It's always some fatty shit going on somewhere, okay? But this is gonna make your meat very juicy and tender. I got one more step, y'all. You do it just like that. Let's see. I may add a little bit more brown sugar so that I can get the other get the other butter right there. The other two butters right there. Right there. We're gonna get those two butters that we left out, and we're gonna place them right there. So we have the meat over here. I let it cool down for a little bit. We're gonna take it, the meat part of it. We're gonna, oh wait, I forgot, shit, yeah. Let me give me that, oh here it is, right here, right in front of me. Some people use Coke, some people use, I'm gonna use root beer. And you just kind of pour it in there. You don't need that much, just enough so that it can, you know, get that smoky, so that it can get tender, you know, in there. It's not just in there dry. So then you're gonna take your meat side up and put it over, just like that. Just like that. That's how it should look, just like that. And then you're just gonna wrap it up in here. Make sure you do not puncture the thing, because if you do, you're gonna be fucked up, okay? And make sure you don't puncture it, and do it like that. You make sure that it's sealed in there, because you see how mine tried to seep out of there. I want to make sure it's sealed in there. I have to put it on this grill right here, so I'm just going to move this one out of the way. Put that there. And then I'm going to just set this one right on top of the pan that it came out of. Can you guys see that? Yeah, Austin. We're going to set it right on the top of the pan that it came out of. So let me just move it over something like this, because yeah, my kitchen is not the biggest. So there we have it. This one I'm going to move back over. I already have the foil there. I'm going to cut another piece of foil. Now, you're going to be using some foil, because with this method you need plenty of it. Excuse me. Okay, so what we're gonna do, alright, give me a towel here. And we're just gonna do the same thing with the other rib. Hopefully I have enough foil here, because the other one, they were pretty even. This one don't look that damn even. But in either case, I'm gonna put this, do it just like this, as such. Put it there, just like that. Get your butter, your stick of butter. Yeah, open that up. Where's my cutting board at? Over here. Of course, I've moved it out the way. We're going to cut the butter. I don't know if you guys can see me cutting the butter, but we're going to cut the butter. Thank you. I got my little helper here right now. Get the butter here. I'm going to cut it up. And no special method. Just cut the damn butter up. Put it here, 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 here. And like I said, if I run out, I'll just add a little bit more on the end there, just to make sure we're getting everybody covered. Okay, just like that. All right. I'm gonna pour some, let's see, I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. Pour some soda there. Soda there. This is just to give it a little moisture. And we're gonna take that rib, put it face down, meat down, face down, whatever the hell you're gonna do. And then you're gonna wrap it. You're gonna wrap it up. And here, be careful not to puncture the foil. You don't want to puncture the foil. You don't want any ventilation in the foil. Oh, I thought that was a puncture. I was gonna be so mad. Anyway, then you just take it and you set it on your tray right there. And you put it back in the oven on 350 for, it's supposed to be for an hour. We'll probably check it in about 45 minutes. Put it in here. Ooh-wee. In there. And then we'll be back. All right, guys, this is the crock pot ribs. So we're gonna take the top off. Take that top off of there. That's what it looks like in there. I'm gonna take it out, drain all that fat and stuff out of there, and then I'm gonna add the barbecue sauce, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, this is the crock pot ribs that I've taken out of there. I'm gonna put them back in there and add the barbecue sauce. Okay, so we put it back in there, and the damn thing's kind of broke apart a little bit, but it's okay. So we're gonna add the barbecue sauce onto them just like that. And your favorite barbecue sauce, whatever you want to put on there. I'm putting a Sweet Baby Ray's, okay? Can y'all believe that he's not black? I didn't even know that. That's super funny to me. But anyway, add the barbecue sauce in there. And then we're going to let that cook for another hour. And we'll be back. Play. It's playing. All right, so we have the greens here. They've been cooking for about, about 45 minutes or so. So they're coming along perfectly here. We're going to continue to let those cook. And then we're going to start working on our potato salad. So I'll be back. All right, guys, we're back. We're going to make the potato salad up here. So I've already cut up everything really for you guys. I have the eggs right here that I'll put in there. I have some over here. This is 3 eggs, I believe, that I cut up and put in there. I have some parsley, some onions, and the 3 bell peppers in there. I'm going to just dump over in there as such. And then what I like to do is kind of give it a little stir around. Let me just get my little spoon over here. I just like to give it like a little stir around in there so that we can get everything mingled up in there together. There we go, just like that. Then let me get my seasonings. First, let me see if you guys can see. My camera has been, this thing, I don't know, there's something wrong with it. Okay, maybe right there. It keeps moving, but hey, there's the view right there. I'm going to add, of course, a little salt, a little garlic powder, some lemon pepper, and some accent, I believe. So salt, a little garlic powder, what did I say? A little garlic powder, Oh, here it is. The lemon pepper. The lemon pepper is the star of the show in any potato salad. So add as much as you want, you know, however much you want in there. I kind of like a lot of lemon pepper in mine. Here we have it. And then I'm going to add a little accent. So let me get that out of here. I didn't add pepper because, you know, hence the lemon pepper is already pepperinated, okay? I'm gonna add a little accent in there, just a little bit. Then we're gonna build up our wet ingredients, which you guys know is mayonnaise, mustard, and pickle relish. If you don't like it as sweet, don't add so much in there. If you like it sweeter, add as much as you want in there. So we're gonna add just enough because it's quite a bit of potatoes in here. So then I'm gonna get my spoon, excuse me, and add the mayonnaise. Now what I don't ever wanna do is add too much mayonnaise at one time, and then you just have a soupy of a mess ass potato salad. So we're gonna add that in, and then we're gonna get it up in here, okay? And once we get it in here and all, you know, potato salad up, then we put it in another container, a smaller container, so that we can have it to enjoy. So yeah, here it is, the potato salad coming together. I like a little chunks of my potato, not too many, so I chunk them. I actually get a lot of the chunks out. I let the potatoes cook for quite some time, and then so I can have not mashed potatoes, but you guys know I don't want no chunky ass potatoes in my potato salad, not all throughout it. It's okay to run across one chunk, but I don't want to see more than one chunk. So there's my camera again. I guess this thing is broke. You guys hold on. Okay guys, so here's a bird's eye view of the potato salad. I'm going to add, put it in another plate, put it in another bowl. Oh my God. And give you guys the bird's eye view of that. All right guys, the greens are done. As you can see, they're smoking there. There are the turkey wings in there. I don't really like them falling off the bone, but it is some turkey meat inside of this. So yeah, the greens are almost done. I think I have the timer on there for another 9 minutes or so. So we're gonna go from there. All right guys, shit, I had some time getting this shit out of the damn crock pot. But I mean out of the, yeah, the crock pot. So the one with the bone, out of the bone there is the one that came out of the goddamn crock pot right there. And the other one is the one that came out of the oven. Don't they look gorgeous? So what we're gonna do now is just put some barbecue sauce on it. I did not make my own barbecue sauce. I'm not going to make my own barbecue sauce. All I'm going to do is add a little sauce on top of here and let that cook in the oven on 500 for you just keep looking at it, you know, and see how long it may need to cook. So we're gonna add the barbecue sauce as such. If you make your own, if you have your own barbecue sauce, I bet that is delicious. I know how to make my own barbecue sauce, but I'm just not doing it today. I mean, I have been on my feet for hours, okay? And when I say hours, I do mean hours. So I'm gonna get my little handy brush here and brush that on there as such. Brush this on here. I mean, doesn't this look gorgeous? And you really can't tell the difference between the ones you did in the crock pot and the ones you did in the oven, except for the little one. When I tried to take it out of the crock pot, you know, it was so tender, it just broke apart. So that's why it looks like that. And you guys notice that I cooked 2 ribs, but one of the other ribs is still in the wrapper because it won't fit on this tray. So you got that dusted on there, and put that there for right now. And now we're gonna put it in the oven, like I said, on 500, probably for about 10 minutes or so. I'll know when I know, and I'll be back to show you guys. Y'all ready to see these ribs? Man, they look incredible. Hold on, I'm gonna turn y'all around. I know y'all want to see it. Hold on a minute, I'm gonna turn y'all around. Hold on, I'm gonna turn this camera around. Hold on a minute, okay? Bam. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see the deliciousness in those ribs right there? This one right here was done in the crock pot, okay? The bone popped out because they were so damn tender in the crock pot, they started to fall apart. Crock pot, 2.5 hours, or adjust your time according to how much meat you have on your ribs. I would do it that way. Don't put anything in that crock pot. 2.5 hours. Take the grease out, and then you add the barbecue sauce in there and cook it for another hour. I probably, like I said, depending on how meaty your rib is, between 45 minutes and an hour. The oven baked ones, those were in the oven 275 for about 2 hours and 15 or 20 minutes because I cooked 2 of them. But if you just have one, just do it for 2 hours. I took it out, did like the brown sugar remedy with the butter and everything, and put it back in on 350 for an additional 45 minutes to an hour. After that, you take them both out and you put the barbecue sauce on there, and then you put them in the oven on 500, which I just did. I just left them in there for about 10 minutes because I didn't want them to burn up, okay? But anywho, so there you have it. We have the ribs. We have, oh, I ain't showed you guys the greens. Hold on a second. Okay, yeah, I think I did show you guys the greens, but this is the finishing of the greens right there. We'll put the top on there. I had to get the potato salad out, and we also have the potato salad here. So yes, this is gonna be our little dinner for tomorrow for Memorial Day. Here, me and my baby boy are gonna go to Disney, so I don't have to cook tomorrow or really do anything, but I have this here for my kids to enjoy. Well, one of them, because the other one is vegan. He will not dare to eat any of this. And so yeah, I opted out of the baked beans. My youngest, he don't like beans. The middle child, he really don't care for beans like that. And so yeah, no. The macaroni and cheese, I just wasn't feeling it for this time around. So we're just gonna have the greens, the potato salad, the ribs, probably some bread or something, and yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. If you are a new subscriber, thank you. And to the old ones, welcome. I love you guys. I have the time of my life. Like I said, I've been up on my feet since, I don't know, this morning. It don't seem that way because these videos are cut, but I have actually been up on my feet cooking. If you are a cook, you know that you be up on your feet for at least, I don't know, shit, it could be 10-12 hours, but I've been in the kitchen for since this morning, over 8 hours or so. Right now it is 4:12 here in LA. So I want to wish everybody a blessed and happy Memorial Day weekend. Please enjoy yourselves and be safe, and enjoy your families. If you have your mother here, enjoy her. As you know, I lost my mom last year, so this is the first year without her for many holidays, including Memorial Day, in which we did spend a lot of time together. And so just enjoy your family, enjoy life, have a great time. Subscribe to my channel if you did not subscribe. Also, let all your friends know. Share this video so that I can get more and more subscribers. I'm trying to get on to 1,000 subscribers so that we can monetize here. So I enjoy what I'm doing, and I thank you guys. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.